I want to recognize a few people who are with us. Colonel Edmondson could not make it, but certainly his representatives are here. Major Cezanne, Major Kane are here with us. Deputy Superintendent Alinda Westbrook from the Public Integrity Bureau, Detective Sergeant Ward, also Deputy Chief Paul Noel of our field operations. You know, as you know, a little more than a week ago, NOPD officers and Louisiana State troopers were involved in a very dangerous situation with 3 men who made very bad decisions. Those choices threatened the lives of members of our community. They threatened the lives of our law enforcement officers and ultimately led to the death of one of the men involved. This joint investigation is still underway, but I'm limited in what information I can provide on the case. But I can tell you that what we found in possession of these individuals was extremely disturbing. In front of me, to my left to right, you'll see the handgun with the extended magazine that Bernie Porsche used to shoot at our officers and then kill himself. Later at the hospital, we found 2 extra magazines for 9mm and other live ammunition in Porsche's pockets. Inside of the vehicle that the trio was in, we found the assault rifle with multiple rounds of ammunition. This is what men and women in law enforcement are up against every single day. This is the mindset. Individuals with enhanced firepower who have it in their minds that they will shoot it out with someone they do not like or with the police, and they are willing to do whatever it takes to keep from going to jail. Their actions gave our officers no choice but to respond with deadly force, and in the end, 2 suspects are still wanted, still at large, and the other took his own life. What's most important is that through strong reforms we've made in the past 6 years, the New Orleans Police Department has a very clear process for these types of investigations. Number 1, multiple layers of oversight. To ensure a fair and impartial investigation, the Force Investigation Team, which includes members of the FBI, handled this case from the start. To monitor the work in real time, members of our consent decree monitoring team, members of the Office of the Consent Decree, the Independent Police Monitor, responded to the initial scene, and they continued to monitor the progress of this investigation. Also, there's full transparency. Within minutes of this incident, we let the public know that we were involved in a police-involved shooting. Within hours, we provided additional information and confirmed portions of the incident were captured on NOPD in-car camera. Earlier this year, we outlined a process that the department would follow for releasing video of critical incidents that are captured on NOPD devices. One of the only police departments in America with this type of policy. When we learned we had the video available, we immediately began our critical incident review process. The Public Integrity Bureau, the Compliance Bureau, the District Attorney's Office, the U.S. Attorney's Office, and the City Attorney's Office have all reviewed the footage. They've all recommended to me that we release this video to the public. In addition, the Coroner's Office, the FBI, our consent decree monitors, the independent police monitors have also reviewed this video. As we have done in every police-involved shooting since I've been the chief, within the first days of the incident, we brought the family of Mr. Porsche into the Public Integrity Bureau, and they had an opportunity to view this video, and I personally met with them about the circumstances of this incident, and they were grateful for that opportunity. And just a little while ago, before we started this press conference, I again spoke directly with his mother to inform her that we were releasing this video today and what she should expect to see on the news tonight. I urge you all to use strong judgment when presenting this video to the public, because these are real people with real families who are also dealing with the tragedy of a loss of life. We will continue to run towards the danger, and as someone who served 25 years in law enforcement, I can tell you that we never want to use deadly force, but we are trained to use the tools and the resources that we have available to keep our community safe. Like we do in all incidents, we will review the actions and the tactics that our officers use in this situation to see what could have been improved. Over the past several weeks, we've engaged in many of our officers in active shooter training, and we've certified officers to carry and use patrol rifles. We will not be deterred. We will continue to track down these individuals who are still at large, and we will continue to do everything that we can to make New Orleans a safe community, that every neighborhood is safe, and that we will stop individuals like this from terrorizing our community. At this time, I'll turn it over to the State Police for comments.
Thank you, Chief. Colonel Emerson was with the governor today in Baton Rouge. Unfortunately, couldn't make it, but he wanted me to share with you that how much we appreciate New Orleans Police Department and the work that they've done on this case. As you know, it injured a Louisiana State trooper. He's healing, he's strong, he's anxious to get back to work. And you hear us talk about the partnership between the Louisiana State Police and the New Orleans Police Department, the thousands of agency assists that the French Quarter troopers make every day and throughout this year. And I think the fruits of that partnership is no more evident than in this incident where a trooper's in a lethal encounter with a suspect, and the New Orleans Police Department quickly responds in numbers to back him up. That's what this is about. That's what public safety is about. And we're going to continue those efforts and these partnerships to ensure the citizens of New Orleans and Louisiana are safe. So thank you, Chief.
Thank you. So I will echo what the Major said. This is a very strong partnership, and we will continue that to make sure every part of New Orleans is safe. And so the state police are fully engaged in delivering police services. They are fully engaged in providing public safety to the citizens of New Orleans as the New Orleans Police Department. And you'll see more of these partnerships in the days, months, weeks, and years ahead.
Chief, you said that you spoke with Porsche's family and showed them the video. What was their reaction when you talked about?
Well, first of all, let me thank them for coming in. We invited them to come in the first days. They did. We met at the Public Integrity Bureau with Chief Westbrook. They were extremely grateful for the opportunity for us to walk them through what it is that we're about to see and what happened, and then giving them an opportunity to see it for themselves. While watching your own loved one, they apparently were very shocked, overcome with emotion, but were very understanding and didn't deny what it is that they were seeing and what actually happened.
The body-worn cameras, can you talk a little bit about why some of that wasn't released, or why it wouldn't have captured some of the incident that is in this video?
So we have body-worn camera footage as well as in-car camera footage. We reviewed all of it, and there are officers who are wearing body cam footage that shows different angles and captures different things. What we showed you today is the video that is the most comprehensive video that captures everything that we wanted to release. And so rather than releasing portions of a video from one body camera, portions from another, and because people are doing different things at different times, it's almost difficult, almost impossible to give you a true picture. This is the most comprehensive video that unedited that captures everything, and Public Integrity Bureau will be able to walk you through that in just a few moments.
Were all of the officers involved in this exchange? Did they all activate their body-worn cameras?
To my knowledge, all of them had body-worn cameras, and to my knowledge, all of them at some point activated their body-worn cameras because we saw multiple body-worn camera videos that night.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the initial encounter here with the stolen car? Was it just a chance encounter on the street, or was there a larger investigation going on?
So that's still under investigation. That's part of the information I told you I was limited to speak about because we still have two subjects at large that we're working to capture. If anyone has any information, certainly please call us. Please call the state police. Please call Crime Stoppers to give us any information that you might have about that. But we're very limited in what we can say about that. And right now, the purpose of this press conference is to talk about the release of the video regarding the police-involved shooting.
Yeah, Chief, so what is the status of the search? Are you working on leads and locating those two suspects?
That's underway. We're working with the state police. That's still a joint investigation. We will take any leads that come in, and yes, when leads come in, we're following and pursuing those leads. Right now, we don't have any information to report. What I can say is we do not want to go into specifics about that part of the investigation and really kind of focus on the police-involved shooting and the release of that video today.
Okay, Matt.
Chief, what were the names of the officers and the troopers who actually fired shots, and whose rounds actually hit Mr. Porsche?
Well, still, I'm turning through autopsy. We're waiting for the coroner's office report. So okay. That information as far as whose rounds actually struck Mr. Porsche is still contained in the coroner's office report that is still being written at this time. All we have is preliminary information. So I'm unable to determine at this point.